The house outside! Is empty. Over there!
No one's inside the place.
Welcome back to Zomboid. As much as I wanted to make a funny skit for the intro to this video, the mod we're playing today doesn't even allow that. That's because this mod's entire purpose is to turn the first few days of the Zomboid apocalypse into an absolute show. There's gonna be zombies running around, people fighting zombies, cops shooting zombies, and eventually even the military gets involved. It's pretty chaotic. I should also mention it becomes incredibly hard to hear yourself thinking over about 40,000 police officers discharging M14s into zombies. But before I spoil the entire thing, let's just play it from the start. The moment I spawn in, my house gets raided, my car's alarm is going off, there's a siren wailing in the background, and there's a helicopter overhead trying to warn citizens of the zomboids. Great start. For the first time in the last 700 or so hours of playing Zomboid, I actually have no clue what to do. Currently, my house seems like part of a war zone with the amount of gunshots going off. So I figure it would be a good idea to just get away from here. As the cops seem pretty occupied fighting off crackheads, I pull off an ancient Romanian technique I learned. It's called stealing their car and driving away with it. After accidentally shoving someone while fighting off a zombie, the fire department suddenly turns around and decides to f***ing maul me to death with axes. Thankfully, it was all a dream. There's no such thing as zombies in real life. I mean, come on, let's not be ridiculous. Alright, maybe zombies do exist, but surely, it can't be that bad. I mean, I'm just gonna go outside and... Dear God. In case you couldn't tell, the situation out here is getting pretty... bad. As the day progresses, more and more cops are being sent over to the affected areas. On top of that, we have military aircraft doing goddamn strafing runs on us. Realizing that the West is absolutely falling, I decided to take the initiative and steal some gear off a dead police officer. At this point, the situation has derailed so far that the military has resorted to committing actual war crimes. And that's not even the worst thing the military is gonna do. What I didn't know was that things could only get worse. Well, yes, they are dropping napalm bombs on us now. Seeing as the zombie counts only appear to increase, and the military is resorting to even more insane methods of killing them, I realize it might be time to try and find some form of shelter to hide in. Unfortunately, with soldiers and zomboids roaming the streets, alongside the military burning down most houses, that's easier said than done right now. Additionally, I get shot by a robber while looting a corpse. It's nothing fatal, but if I don't find some place to hide and heal, I might be cooked. Anyways, here's a short montage of what happened during this late evening. Near the end of the evening, the action had mostly died down. It seemed I was finally mostly safe from the bombings and the zomboids and the other survivors. After barricading myself in this room, I finally laid down and rested for the first time today. What I didn't expect, however, was the way I was gonna get woken up. Everything seemed normal at first. There were definitely some bandits or something outside shooting at zombies, but that didn't even bother me. What happened next did though. This might have been the last thing I expected from this mod. After recovering from the literal jump scare that was getting hit by a 500-kilogram bomb, I looked around only to see that there was basically nothing left of this gated community. Walking around the streets of West Point had a completely different feeling compared to the usual Zomboid run. It was almost unnerving. This city, which just a few hours ago had people fighting for their lives, was now eerily quiet. Unfortunately for Nino Jägermeister, he was lacerated by a zombie, which resulted in his untimely infection. And if he was gonna turn into a zombie, at least he was gonna take out some of them with him. You know, maybe I could have just drank that bleach I found. Maybe I didn't have to burn myself alive. Oh well, anyway.